Hello everyone, welcome to ENbreezEN, the daily current affairs news analysis by Team Enlight. The topics we shall be discussing today are given below. Let's move on to the first topic for today. The first topic we shall be discussing today is right to be forgotten. Why was this in news? So recently, the Delhi High Court has sought replies from the Centre, Google and India Qanun on a plea seeking removal of a judgment on an order in connection with a 7-year-old FIR under the right to be forgotten. So the background of this particular case is that Mr. Sukhmeet Singh Anand was seeking removal of a judgment and an order passed in 2015 and 18 in connection with an FIR registered against him in 2014 by the Economic Offences Wing. So what is this right to be forgotten in the Indian context? So this comes under the purview of the individual's right to privacy, which is governed by the Personal Data Protection Bill, which has yet to be passed by the Parliament. So in 2017, the right to privacy was declared a fundamental right under Article 21 by the Supreme Court in its landmark verdict, that is the Puttaswamy case. The court said that at that time that the right to privacy is protected as an intrinsic part of the right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 in the Part 3 of the Indian Constitution. Why does the Personal Data Protection Bill say about this? So, the right to privacy is also governed by the Personal Data Protection Bill, which is yet to be passed. The bill exclusively talks about right to be forgotten, and the right to be forgotten, basically under this comes delink, limit, delete or correct the disclosure of the personal information held by the data fiduciaries. So what are the issues related with this particular bill? The first issue is that the sensitivity of the personal data and information cannot be determined independently by the person concerned. It has to be overseen by the Data Protection Authority. And also the draft will give some provisions under which a user can seek his data be removed. His or her rights are subject to the authorization by the adjudicating officer who works for the DPA. So the next topic for today is Senegalo-Mauritanian Aquifer Basin. So why was this in news? The 4 West African countries, that is Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, the Mauritania and Senegal, have signed a joint declaration to advance the transboundary cooperation in the Senegal-Mauritanian Aquifer Basin. They have agreed to establish a legal and institutional framework for cooperation on the SMAB, and this would be the first mechanism in West Africa and paves the way for strengthened collaboration on shared groundwater resources worldwide, as you can see where these countries lie and the basin in this particular map. So about the SMAB, so this particular aquifer basin is the largest basin in the Atlantic margin of northwestern Africa, for having about 350,000 square kilometers, and more than 24 million inhabitants of this region are dependent for drinking water and other needs on this aquifer. So need for such an agreement. So Senegal, upon accession to the UNECE Water Convention in 2018, had requested for such a declaration. The Water Convention Secretariat, together with the Geneva Water Hub and International Groundwater Resource Assessment Center, subsequently facilitated this declaration. About the Water Convention, Convention on the Protection and Use of Transboundary Watercourses and International Lakes Water Convention was adopted in Helsinki in 1992 and came into force in 1996. It is a legally binding instrument promoting the sustainable management of shared water resources, the implementation of sustainable development goals, and prevention of conflicts and promotion of peace and regional integration. The next topic for today is the Sacred Portal. So it's the first of its kind move, and the government has come up with an online employment exchange platform to cater to senior citizens seeking job opportunities. The portal developed is by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and is named as the Senior Able Citizens for Re-employment in Dignity, that is SACRED. And this came on the day, that is International Day of Older Persons, is observed on the October 1st. So about the portal, so citizens above the age of 60 can register on this particular portal and find jobs and work opportunities. This will serve not only the senior citizens seeking employment but also employers, self-help groups, the senior citizen gaining skills and other agencies and individuals. So rupees 10 crore has been allotted for funding and also maintenance grant of rupees 2 crore per year for 5 years. It is based on the recommendations of the Empowered Expert Committee report on the startups for the elderly. So what is the need for such a thing? So India, there is a sharp rise in India's elderly population, and thrust is on creating an ecosystem that supports their needs more holistically. There has been an increase in the elderly population, and as the health indices etc. are improving, and in general the lifespan is increasing in India, so people are still healthy and capable of working even after the age of 60, which is the retirement age, and hence we need to come up with more work related opportunities for people who are above the age of 60. So currently 110 million elderly are there in the country who are above the age of 60. According to the longitudinal aging study of India, India will have over 319 million elderly by 2050, and more than 50% of the senior citizens are found active as per the LASI report 2020, and they are having experience, time, energy which can be used by business enterprises looking for stable employees with experience. Then certain other recent initiatives for the elderly, that is Elderline. It's a first pan-India toll-free helpline for the senior citizens, and SAGE, Senior Care Aging Growth Engine portal, which is one-stop access of elderly care products and services by credible startups. So the next topic for today is green term loans, and why was this in news? So the NTPC Renewable Energy, a subsidiary of the NTPC, has signed its first green term loan agreement for installation of solar projects in Rajasthan and Gujarat. The NTPC REL is also constructing India's largest single local solar power park of 4.75 gigawatts in Kutch. This is important from prelims point of view. NTPC is also taking various steps to make energy portfolio greener by adding significant capacities of renewable energy sources. About green loans, so basically it is a loan, it's financing that seeks to enable and empower businesses to finance projects that have a distinct environmental impact, which are directed towards financing green projects. Benefits of green loans. So from the corporate advantage, basically it demonstrates that they are actively promoting green projects by procuring green loans, and this will help them have public acceptance. Also, this will promote corporate social responsibility targets. Then balancing economy with ecology is an important point. By providing green loans, leaders can support the realization of the environmental benefits that contribute to creating a sustainable society, while simultaneously gaining returns on their lending. An increase in green loans and green deposit will enhance individual awareness of green loans. Then environmental benefits. Increase private funds in green projects and contribute substantially in the reduction of the greenhouse gas emissions and prevention of degradation of natural capital. This can also lower energy costs, strengthen the energy capacity, revitalize the regional economy, and enhance the resilience in the disaster events. So thank you so much for listening, and have a great day ahead.